Hello and welcome to Mellow Labs. On today's episode, we get rejected by Buy Me a Coffee. First of all, sorry for missing my upload schedule. I got kind of distracted with Maker Central, and then I started 3 different projects at the same time, and that is never a good idea, but somehow I managed to hyper focus myself on one, and here we are today. A month or 2 ago, Buy Me a Coffee reached out to me with a survey. It wasn't just for me, it was for all the creators. I'm not that special. I mean, I'm special, but I'm not that kind of special. They reached out to us with a survey, and they were like, what do you like about it? Blah, 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 blah. And then at the end, it was do you have any project suggestions that we could help to support? So obviously I gave them an idea. I sent it off, and then I waited. They never got back to me. And I'm not one to let a good idea go to waste. So we're gonna make it anyway. Whiteboard. So this is my idea. We get a cap from one of the coffee shops with the kind of funny cap lid. That's a lid, sure. And then at the bottom here, I'll put a pump, right? And the pump will have a thing going through the top of it, so that when this will be in a reservoir kind of thing, like that, and this will have water in it. Let's say somebody gives me money, the pump will go, it will make water go up here, it will fill up the cap until the cap can't take it anymore, Captain, and will splooge from the hole, and it will have this lovely little stream. It will splooge down into the reservoir, restarting the whole cycle again for everybody to enjoy. I think I see why they didn't accept my idea. I'm still making it though. I'm hoping the electronics for this are relatively easy. I'm hoping that all I need is a motor driver to power the pump and a microcontroller to tell the motor driver to control the pump. Maybe a screen to show thank you for donating blah 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 however many coffees. I'm hoping that Buy Me a Coffee actually has an API that I can use. I've not looked into it. If not, this video is about to take a dark turn. Surprise! They don't have an API. At least I don't think they do. They might have one for the paid version, but I don't want to pay for the paid version, and also I found no documentation for it. So, I'm gonna get Python to scrape my inbox instead. See you in a few hours when I figured out how to do that with Python. Time has passed. As you can tell by the fact that there is light in my room and code on my screen. I'm using Google's Gmail API to go through my inbox and filter out the emails, but instead of me walking you through each line of code, I'm gonna walk you through my insane lunatic scribbles that I've written on my desk at 3 AM in the morning because I have no time management skills. So my code is relatively simple. First we get the emails, then we do some email filtration to make sure that it's coming from a verified source, Buy Me a Coffee, and then we take the name and how many coffees they donated, we check it against this list, which we'll get back to later. If they're not in the list, they get added to the list, but then they also have, loop through items in list, add to do list. Oh no, this is wrong. Oh no, this is not how I did the code.
One moment, please.
As I was saying, my code is very simple. First, we get a list of emails, then we loop through that list of emails and we filter out for the source, the name and the coffee, and then we check it against the list. If the person is not in the list, then the information gets sent over to the cap, which performs the splish splash function, and then we get a message back from the cap saying it has performed the splish splash function, and then the person gets added to a list. It's not really a list, it's actually an SQL database, and yes, I only used SQL because I only just figured out how to use it. It's very cool, and now I can put it on my CV. And then the whole thing loops back around to do the other emails, and it does the same thing until it runs out of emails, and then the while loop waits for a bit. And then the whole cycle starts all over again. So now that we've got all of this to work, we need to actually make the cup. Because I've not made that yet. Let's go get a cup.
Hi there. Could I get a paper cup of water? Can I just get a paper cup of water? Thank you.
Ta-da! I got the cup. Now I just need to print some stuff and we can put it together. Now look, the boat's almost finished. I need this, and I need this. Update coming soon. It's day 2, and we're gonna start with painting the cup. I'm gonna do a coat of white and then yellow. because Buy Me a Coffee has a yellow logo, so the cap should be yellow too. Whilst layer 1 is drying, I'm gonna design and print some 3D printed parts to make this all work together. I only needed to design 2 parts. This bit holds the tube in place and also means I don't have to fill up the whole cap every time, just this area, and then this little pedestal for the cap to sit on so it's above the water and so the pump can also go down here. Right, so let's print those and let's continue painting. Stuff is printing and I'm doing a second layer of white paint. It's time to paint it yellow. Let's let it dry and come back for coat number 2. Whilst this is drying, I printed out some logos to put on the front of it. See, because it's Mellow Labs and it's coffee. Mellow Labs coffee. Now I need to wait for this to dry so I can... Oh no, oh no, oh shit. I guess paint is a kind of adhesive.
Bombastic side eye.
She's giving me a look. So I had a small problem. The logo I put on here, the ink kind of started running down. So I'm just gonna put the slightly bigger logo on top of it. And my 3D printed parts are ready, so I can now fully assemble it. Let's glue these in with some hot glue. Here's the pump. This tube is gonna go in here and poke out the top there. And that's gonna go, oh, I need to cut the bottom out of this cup. Knife, please. Okay, let's go, quick time event. Okay, this goes in. Now we can do the bead up here. Isn't that lovely? Yep, that's an even seal all the way around. Now we can put the motor in. That just leaves this bit. Hot glue all the way around in here. Get stuck in there. Beautiful. So we want the water to come out there. Right, let's get a plate of water and test if it works. Yes, did it without spilling any. Power supply, plug in my motor. Motor spins. So let's put it in the water. I can see that the water is hitting up here. So that means water's going in. It's good. Oh, it's filling up. Hell yes. This is... Yes. Oh, that's sick. This is exactly what I wanted. I don't know how long this label's gonna last because it's already fading, but we'll deal with that later. Right, let's make the control electronics for this.
To electronics.
I know this might look like a mess, but it's exactly what I said on the whiteboard. We've got the D1 Mini, we've got the motor driver, and we've got the screen, and we've got a regular DC motor substituting for the pump because I don't want to run it dry, and this piece of breadboard is just for power distribution. So theoretically, if I run the code on my PC, which is running the test set of data, and if I turn this guy on, it should connect to my thing and do the things. Got it? Displayed the name, how many coffees, the motor spinning. Fantastic. This is working perfectly. Another person, hell yeah. What I'm curious to see is if it breaks after it's run through the list of people that have donated. That one kind of screwed up the screen. I think it's because the way I'm putting text on the screen. It wasn't my favorite way of doing it. Okay, so that's all the people in my test data. So it's not crashing, I don't think. I do need to fix the screen issues. So let's plug it back in and reprogram it. I updated the code. Hopefully that's everything I needed to do. I'm gonna go and print a nice little box for this so that it's all nice and tucked away and hopefully doesn't get water damage. And then we'll be ready to set it up. And here it is. If you'd like to see it in action, there is a link in my description to my Twitch where this guy is proudly on display and doing the thing. So if you donate to my Buy Me a Coffee, this guy will show your name and do the thing. I just need to change this water for coffee and that will be it. So thank you very much for watching. Head over to the Twitch, donate to my coffee. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. I forgot to mention my Patreon.